Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today I'm at the Klairmont Collection and we've got a special car for you. It's in Chicago. In the description of this video you can find out how to come to the Klairmont Collection. Come to the collection. It's a great opportunity for family. And I'm with Keith Buckley. Keith's from Goodyear and there's a reason why he's from Goodyear. Keith, what year, make, and model is this one?
This is a 1953 Lincoln Capri, highly modified.
And what's it now called?
This is called the Golden Sahara II.
The Golden Sahara II, here we go. This is quite the car. I'll have you step that way for just a second so I can show and feature the front of it. So this is one of the prize jewels of this collection. Yes, those tires that you can see are lit. That's why we have Keith here. If we look at the front of this car, first of all, the paint was not only pearl, but they made it out of like fish scales. And you can see the big G there for golden. Keith, tell us a little bit about this front end because it's unique.
Well, the car was originally equipped with an early radar braking system. And they discovered that the processing speeds, the signal meant that there were times when it wasn't 100% reliable. And the actual radar system was not very flashy to look at, so they just made some cones for the front bumper that looked high-tech and space age.
And these were all radio buttons, but they were actually gold-plated. Can we turn the lights on for just a second? I just want to show people what it looks like with those headlights on. All right, perfect. We can shut that off. Thank you. We're getting this exclusive coverage. Let me just show you the car from here as I step back to give you as much visualization as I can of it. Wow. I've been waiting a while to video this car. This is really good. While Keith has the device, show us how it changes colors. Look at that. So how do these tires do this? What did Goodyear have to do to make this happen?
Well, the original tires back in the late 50s and early 60s were kind of spun cast out of liquid urethane.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually were conventional pneumatic tires with light bulbs inside of them. 12-volt light bulbs, a little belly band inside. So it was always white light, and you had to use a different color rubber. These were reproductions for the Geneva Auto Show.
Yeah.
These actually have LEDs in them.
Wow.
Red, green, blue.
Now, how did Goodyear produce these for this car? How did this kind of happen?
Well, picture the silicone that your dentist used to make a mold of teeth.
Right.
Use 55 gallons of that, and you can actually make a mold of a tire from a tire.
Okay.
And clamp that mold around a wheel, and you can cast a solid urethane tire for display use, but you wouldn't want to drive on these. They wouldn't last that long.
Now, this car was lost for a while. Tell me that story.
Well, when Goodyear stopped making the original neothane tires, it was such a big piece of the attraction of this car that when Jim Steet realized that Goodyear wasn't making them, he hid the car in his barn because he didn't want anybody to see what it looked like with regular tires on it.
Wow.
So the car was basically not seen between 1964 and 2018.
Wow. I want to just show, this is a TV antenna. We'll show the interior next. This is just a decoration to give it that futuristic look. So you've got these great fins here on the back end, as you can see. Let me just do that. That is great. I'll just come right here. And from here, we're going to open up that trunk for you. So we just opened up the trunk, and on the trunk, you've got the antenna. And here's what's underneath the trunk. So Keith, let's start right here. What do we have in this first box?
Well, this is a transformer with basically a capacitor pack, and this is what you need if you want to shoot flames 5 feet out of your exhaust pipe.
Nice. So that comes out of there. We won't be doing that today, although that would be a lot of fun. Obviously, we have our gas filler here. What's this device?
Well, as mentioned, this car could be driven using what amounted to a 4-button television remote control. So this is the whole carriage right out of a 1960s vintage, actually 1958 vintage Motorola TV set.
There we go. And we've got obviously the battery. And what's this device back here?
That is a scope that allows you to basically look at a signal and tune in various parts of the electronic system in the car. One of the features of this car was radar braking. For those of you that don't know it, radar braking actually almost became original equipment on Packard in 1958.
Huh.
The difficulty they had was the processing speeds for the computer signal, if you want to call it that, were too slow. So if you were following somebody down the road and they suddenly changed lanes and you discovered there was a stopped car right in front of you, the computer wasn't fast enough to energize the brakes before you hit the guy in front of you.
Now this I'm actually going to turn over just so people can kind of read that. What do we have here?
Well, that's what you're going to need if you want to put neon lights underneath your car.
Okay. That's good to know. And then these other metal boxes on this side.
Well,
Let's start with these ones with the nice fancy look on them.
alrighty. Well, this is the other part of the system for tuning the various channels necessary to be able to push a button and turn left, turn right, speed up or slow down.
More of that here. What's this one with the amp meter on it?
The one on the right is a charger in case you need power for any of these systems. You've got both 6-volt and 12-volt circuits.
And the ATR?
The one on the left is an inverter that is set up to run off of 12-volt DC, but it allows you to run either the tape recorder or the television set, but not both at the same time.
I got that. I didn't notice it has all this writing on top of it. I'll try to capture that. Like so. And then I see we have a George Barris emblem way back there.
Well, a lot of people don't know that this was one of George Barris's first cars, but it wasn't supposed to be a custom. Basically, he bought himself a nice new 53 Merc, and that was when his business was so new he didn't even own a trailer.
Wow.
So he was flat towing a customer's vehicle to a roadster show, and on the way home ran into a hay truck. And when that happened, the top of the car got torn off and it got crunched. When you think about it, you got a brand new first year production 53 car. There aren't any repair parts in the system to be able to fix it.
Yeah.
So he basically made his own fenders because the other ones were crushed. So he turned the disaster of totaling his car into one of his most famous creations.
The Golden Sahara. And we'll go back to the car. And as we come back around the car, you've got that exhaust with that like radio antenna. You've got these rabbit ears right here. Do me one favor. Let's show me how you open the door, would you please? That one button right there opens up the door. I'll let you open that for me. Now the interior of this car is amazing when you think about the time frame. Let me show you just the seats. You've got a reel-to-reel tape player. This right here, this fur is actual mink that you can see there. I'm just going to push that up there like so. Like so. You've got these nice mats here. All these toggles telling you how to direct the car. Tell me more that I need to know about this car, because we have this steering wheel, but what's this device?
Well, that is basically a joystick for driving it. Let me slide in there for just a moment.
Sure, please.
So you can drive this car using the yoke here.
Yeah.
but it's designed so that you can drive it without the yoke. So
Like
this
that.
lever here, forward is go, back is brake, and you've got left and right. And if I reinstalled this, you would actually see the steering wheel turn when I did that. That's why it's removable.
Wow.
But you've also got turn left, turn right, and the passenger can also steer.
And what are these devices here?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Someone asked me how old they were, and since we just saw the video, we know they were in the car at least from 1962
Yeah.
on.
I'm going to jump in if you don't mind.
Sure thing.
I just want to share the center here. This TV actually works. And then you've got your gauges like you would any other car. There. Your speedometer. This is just amazing for the time frame. We have our reel-to-reel tape player. Like so. Notice you can see my hand through the seats, and the back seat's curved like so with your nice drinking device there, as well as all the knobs on that. Absolutely stunning, and this amazing point on the top of that. Let's go ahead.
So one more point here. would
Please.
be, you'll notice there's no gas pedal.
Oh yeah, I didn't see a gas pedal.
So let's see if it starts. Okay, so this is my problem.
Wow.
That's my brake, and I can turn the wheels left and right.
Wow. Let me listen to that exhaust. We'll shut that down. Usually I'd ask for a rev, but we're indoors and we don't want to take out people. How do we open the hood? Does it just pull open?
No, it's right here.
Okay.
Should be able to lift it now.
Okay. You are correct. Is this hood made out of metal or?
It is made out of metal. It had some kind of coating on it that is starting to separate.
Yeah, it's heavy, by the way.
Yeah.
So we have Edmunds here. What is this device?
That is actually a vacuum booster for the brakes.
And I think we've got a Lincoln 3, I'll get the specific cubic inches, but it's like a 312 or something, the Y job motor there.
It is. It's the Y block.
Do we know what cubic inch it is? Does it say right there or no?
I don't recall.
Yeah, I'll have that. I'll do that research for us. All this amazing little gizmos and different pieces here, even like that right there that you can see. And there, our firing order. And we've just heard it start. Oh, it looks fantastic. Let's do this. Can we fire it one more time with the hood open?
Okay.
And then we'll just shut it down. That golden thing there. Nice. I'm gonna shut that down. Thank you. It's a 317 cubic inch, by the way. Look at all of look at the gold paint too. You can see that flake for the Golden Sahara II. Sahara II. And you can actually see like the the tires coming through some of the holes there. Wow. Really, really a special car. Such a treat to be at the Klairmont Collection. Look at it without the, how that all formulates as well. Well, hop on out with me, Keith.
I just wanted to show you that the wheels do steer with this
Oh, yeah,
center yoke.
I see that. You got two ways to steer it. No waiting. We'll close that. Keith, first of all, thanks for coming down to the Klairmont collection. Thanks so much for Goodyear to put these correct tires back on the car. That's nothing short of amazing. What a great job. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Thank you.